I started drawing around elementary school, and my art style was pretty pure, as in there was no anime. I was heavily influenced by the Powerpuff Girls, so my drawings were really simple and to the point. I also began my love affair for Sonic the Hedgehog, but the drawings were still kept relatively simple. This is a story I wrote about Amy and her school adventures, I guess. It's kind of weird. But in 2002, I was quickly introduced to anime and fell in love with the art style. There was a massive jump in quality of my art because I started to want to better my art to look more anime. Around this time, I was watching a lot of Pokemon and Digimon. Twin Power, Strange at Birth, Friends Forever. I started reading a lot of magical girl manga, specifically Tokyo Mew Mew and Sailor Moon. And now we're jumping into 4th and 5th grade, where my Digimon and Pokemon influence was still strong. I also started to unlock the inner weeb within by writing fake Japanese. You can literally find fake Japanese littered all over the sketchbook. I'm not gonna lie, these drawings are still pretty cute. Around this time, I also started experimenting with making comics. King of Spades is a Yu-Gi-Oh knockoff. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh, but it was subconsciously a part of my childhood because my dad used to watch a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh. In middle school, my entire life changed. I was first introduced to digital art. My very first drawings were done using a mouse and Photoshop, and I frequently posted to an art site called Fan Art Central. I also began to be obsessed with Naruto and began to dabble in the idea of Sasunaru. It was a very, very dark time. Speaking of dark times, my art kind of suffered around this period. It's like I lost any concept of how the human body worked. I blame anime, but I would draw my drawings really thick, like they were really thick, unproportional, and their ligaments were like noodles. It was a very awkward time for drawing. Awkward body anatomy and face anatomy continued well into high school, and around this period I didn't really feel that great about my art. But the weird thing is, I never really took the time to improve on my art. I had the mindset that if I just drew more, I would get better at drawing. But we all know you don't get better at drawing for just drawing more. I believe it was around the time of high school where I got my first digital tablet. I also began to have a kind of a crisis because I noticed that a lot of my characters weren't original, but I thought about it briefly and then just continued to do fan art. My artwork slowly got better as the years went on. I never properly studied anatomy. Instead, I would look for artists I admired or copy from manga. If you want to improve your art, study anatomy. And I wish I did it earlier. 2013 was a really great year for me art-wise. I felt so creative and I pushed myself to create a lot of illustrations and just express myself to the highest degree. My golden years of art pushed well into 2014, where I continued and pushed more on studying lineless art. 2015 was okay. I kind of fell into the clout trap where a drawing of mine went a little bit viral and I tried to draw things that I thought would get more attention. End result leading me to feel burned out. 2016 was an okay year. I spent a lot of my time drawing for other people and doing commissions or art trades, and it kind of helped me to recover from burnout. 2017 is when I started my YouTube channel, Ayo, and I started entering a lot of art contests and winning, and so that kind of boosted my ego a little bit, not gonna lie. 2018 was a blur for me. I guess it was okay year for drawing. I didn't really draw that much. I kind of let life get in the way. 2019 was even worse in terms of drawing production. I was content with the way I drew. I mean, look at that. These look great. But I was going through some major life changes that didn't really put me in the headspace to draw a lot. And then there's 2020. Oh my God, don't get me started. 2020 is trash, okay? I didn't draw at all. I was sitting in quarantine with so much time on my hands, so many pieces I could have drawn, but I just sat there in bed and just did nothing. I just let the weight of the world consume me, and it'd be like that sometimes. I try not to be hard on myself for the days I am not productive, and I encourage you to not be hard on yourself when you don't draw, because that's not productive for anyone, okay? We're going through some crazy times right now, and all you can do really is concentrate on your well-being. I still have ways to go on my art journey, but I am really proud of how far I've come. And I hope this was some inspiration to you to never give up. You never know where you'll end up in the next couple of years. Just keep following your passion and do you, baby. Just do you.